we like to focus on sort of the cloud-based productivity suites. We do a lot with G Suite, email, documents, and we focus on sort of the business continuity, business transformations, and really technology integrations. So we first started looking into JumpCloud because we saw a lot of our clients were smaller, or at least started small and needed to grow very quickly and scale, whether it was one size, or I should say, whether it was one location that grew rapidly, or multiple sites around the country or even around the world. And we found that typical hardware, installing a server everywhere, just didn't scale well and took a lot of man hours for us. So we needed something that was highly scalable, highly available. We did not want to house and run all the infrastructure to make something that could withstand outages. So JumpCloud was very appealing because it was cloud-based, and you could, as long as you have an internet connection, you can access all the services it provides. So we looked at competing services, and there's certainly plenty of people who will do I guess Radius as a service or some similar function, but no one competitor could offer all of the features and services that JumpCloud did. A huge piece is the software agent locally on the machine. We have one client that always had problems justifying, or whether it was purchasing the right thing or justifying the purchase, getting the right Windows license for their Active Directory environment always was a problem. Now it's a non-issue. Now they can get devices that don't have to be Windows because they can just use a software agent and get the same functionality. Even better in our opinion, because once a user takes that machine home, it still works with JumpCloud, although it won't work with Active Directory. So yeah, we looked at other things, but there was no one that gave the whole solution the way JumpCloud did, and that's what did it for us. We love that JumpCloud seamlessly hooks into G Suite so that we can provision and deprovision users. We also do a lot of work with Meraki, their hardware, but also their enterprise systems management, which again all ties into JumpCloud. We can install a single software agent, and through that we can add users, remove users, set permissions, and then we can even set up per user access to networking infrastructure. And the biggest thing for us and for our clients is it's one set of credentials they have to remember. They don't have to keep track of all sorts of different accounts and passwords. It's way more efficient than how we've had to work with other tools in the past. In part because once you have everything in place, whether it's Radius authentication on your wireless, or the G Suite sync integration, or just having the agents on a machine, when someone gets a new machine now, we don't have to say, okay, we'll bring it in, it'll be a few hours to work on, then we got to figure out when to get it back to you. We have people who say, we got a new person coming on. I say, well, okay, give me their email, their name, and then 5-10 minutes later, we're done. And some of them ask, have you done this yet? And they're surprised because of the change. We used to have to take hours or days to get something turned around to them, and now I can do the same thing within minutes. And they have a computer and network access and everything someone needs. So it's been huge for me, and I don't have to go on site. I can do it all from my office. So it's been huge as far as getting the most out of our time.